What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. UCF Jaguar here, coming back at you guys with yet another live stream. Hopefully everybody can hear me okay. We got Joe Ross in the building, Ultratron, Chi-Town Jags. What's up, Harry? Brandon, what is up, man? Elliot, what's up, bro? D2's in the building. What's up, everybody? We got 133 people in here. Shout out to everybody currently in the chat, man. Appreciate you guys all so much for being here. So, first things first, as you guys, I do want to address the members really quick. The members, a lot of you guys noticed that there is a new basically thing next to your name. Let me go ahead and do this. A lot of you guys noticed that there's a new kind of emblem next to your name, and basically I added some, let me unhighlight this column. I basically added some basically perks or whatever. So basically, if you're a new member, your little logo next to your name is green. If you're new, if you're 1 month, yellow, neon green 2 months, red 6 months, blue 12 months. I haven't been able to kind of talk to you guys about that yet. Unfortunately, you guys can't pick. I wish I could let you guys really pick what your emblem would be, but it doesn't really allow you to really do that. So yeah, that's kind of what that is, in case you guys were wondering why the thing next to your name is kind of strange. So I just want to quickly talk to you guys, man, about some personal stuff, man. Last week I did a live stream and I got an incredible amount of donations. I got like slightly over $600 worth of donations. It was just absolutely unreal. I was extremely humbled. I really did not know what to do. Like I was getting all these donations in. I literally wanted to just to shut off the stream for like 5 or 10 minutes, go outside, walk around, splash some water on my face or something, because just the generosity you guys have is just unreal, man. And I just want to thank you guys so much. And a lot of you guys are probably wondering, what did I do really with those donations? Well, I basically took those donations and every bit of it I'm actually putting back into the channel. You guys have already seen one of the intros I have, that gold UCF Jaguar intro. That's basically going to be the intro for my live streams. It's a little bit longer. It's 30 seconds. That's why I'm kind of having it toward the that's why I'm having that thing toward the like live stream, just because it's kind of longer, but it's cool. I love the build up. It really looks sick. And I also got two more intros. And let me know if you guys, I can preview them to you guys right now. I can show you guys in the live stream if you guys want to see it. I got two new what's it called? I got two more intros. So if you guys want, I'll go ahead and show you. Okay. This is the first one. So that's one of them. I hope you guys like that one. That one's a little bit longer. It's 10 seconds, and those are gonna be kind of my video intros. And I got another one. This one's only 5 seconds long. That one's just quicker. It's not as super hype. It's not as hype, but it's still cool. You know what I mean? I want to kind of, I thought it'd be kind of cool to kind of get some more intros, because I've had my last one for about 2 years. So those are a couple things. Another thing I'm doing is I basically got one thing a lot of you guys notice is a lot of like YouTubers, they kind of have background music to their songs. I've tried to experiment with background music. I never found a good one. But I did finally hire a guy to kind of make one custom for me, and it sounds pretty good. It doesn't go super high. I don't have it on here. You guys will see it in my next video. But yeah, those are another thing. And another thing I've done is I've kind of more so invest in kind of internal software, like this new StreamYard thing. I got the kind of the ticker down here. This kind of allows me to do a little bit more, allows me to kind of put in these video clips. So that's another thing. One more thing that I have done is I'm getting a lot of graphics done, basically some cool background outlays and just different stuff like that. That one is a little bit more expensive, but basically, long story short, I'm getting a bunch of stuff worked out for the channel because I want this to be a freaking awesome experience. You know what I mean? I like want this to be, because like I don't think there's really much like this. There's really no live streams, no Jaguar live streams where you can come in, where you can really interact with somebody, kind of like you can, I guess, with me. Because I know, like, Jaguars.com, they do pretty good shows with like, Tony Baselli, Jeff Logman, those kind of guys. There's different guys that do podcasts and stuff, but this is really the time where I can, I can talk to people. Like Matt says, what do you use to mount your jersey on a wall? That one's just thumbnails, the little thumbtacks, nothing too fancy. But I gotta take that DD one down soon, man. I gotta figure out what I want to replace it with. Charlie's family says, this is already an awesome experience, UCF. Thank you, man. Thank you. You guys make it awesome. 234 people in here. That's absolutely electric, man. I can't wait to have this be like one of the greatest really off seasons and hopefully one of the greatest years out there, because man, like this season was not ideal, man. This season, like it just went on, and I know we all like whether you were on Team Tank or not, like whether you're on Team Tank or if you're on Team Let's win every game, it was tough because like if you're on Team Tank, it's like me, it's really tough to just go week from week watching this team really bad, and you feel dirty rooting for the team to lose. And if you want to win, then you lost 15 games in a row. It was tough, and the whole entire time we kept losing, and we never really had like the number one pick. We were always right behind the Jets. It took till week 15 for us to get that number one spot. That was 1 month and 1 day ago was when the Jets beat the Rams. It feels like forever ago, but man, the what's happened this last month. But obviously a lot of things going on with the Jaguars, new GM, new head coach. And now we got some new coordinators today. Let's see. Monty says, we need you asking questions at the press conference. I wish I could, man. I wish I could, because there's so many times they ask questions and I'm like, okay, this is what he's going to answer. And that's one thing that drives me nuts about press conferences, man. They just, I don't know. They ask just the most basic questions and they answer like with just the most coach talk and everything. Like, I really can't wait until we start hearing like Urban Meyer, like, talk about personnel. Like, I want to see him name drop players. I want to hear him talk about DJ Chark, James Robinson, CJ Henderson, different guys on the defense and stuff like that. And shout out to Jordy for becoming a new member of the channel, man. He's joined the Cub level. So go ahead, man. You have earned it. Drop your Duval emojis down below. All the members of the group, drop your Duval emojis, man. Hypes me up when I see them. That's for sure. Yeah, Joseph, I agree with you. Honestly, I don't even want to ask Trent Baalke questions. I want all Urban Meyer questions. I just want to ask Urban Meyer all the questions. That's all I really care about hearing about, man. I want to hear Urban Meyer. I wish I could display the emojis on here, but StreamYard doesn't like them too much. But hell yeah, man. Thanks so much for joining. But yeah, and one day today's a pretty great day, man. Today is my 4-year channel anniversary. 4 years ago today, I dropped my very first video on this platform. I never thought it would become this. I never thought all this would happen. You know what I mean? It was going on YouTube, a great decision. I remember I kind of made a channel because I was bored. I had just graduated UCF. If once you graduate college, you have a lot of free time on your hands because usually you're used to just studying all the time and then filling in odd jobs in there. But Jeremy says, show us your clip from Insta you posted. I don't have it on here. I got to preset it. But yeah, if you guys follow me on Instagram at UCF_Jaguar, I posted a little clip of like what my first video sounded like. It was pretty funny. And yeah, Augustin dropped some new emojis. I put in some new emojis for the members. I got Urban Meyer. I also got like James Robinson, Trevor Lawrence, some of those things. But yeah, Robert says, remember those days look older for sure. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Philip says, you have the best content by far. You're the only subscription I've ever done. That says, damn, only subscription. That's what's up. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I love doing this, man. I love interacting with you guys. I am obviously out here in Orlando. The only time I really talk Jaguars is either with my dad, brother, or you guys. Hey, Randy's nuts in the building, man. Yo, Randy has the best boiled peanuts in Jacksonville, man. They are incredible. I haven't had them in a little bit, man. Every time I'm in Jacksonville, I'm outside of hours, but man, these things. This guy's on the come up, man. You guys got to check out his stuff. Whoa, it got really bright. What the hell just happened? Let me turn this down a little bit. I don't know, my camera free. There you go. That's a little bit better. Oh, this says UCF, you are the man. Best thumbnails, best videos, and best subscribers. Hell yeah. Dude, we are a community. We built a community. But let's go ahead and get into this, man. We'll start with the GM. Trent Baalke. Trent Baalke had his opening day press conference today. I don't know. It was boring. And honestly, the whole hire, the more I sit on it, the more I really don't like it. I mean, I was a guy, you almost wonder, with no with this Jaguars job right now, if there's no head coach or no GM, this is the most attractive GM spot out there. You know what I mean? Any GM would love to take this job. You get to come in here, you get to hire your coach, you get the #1 overall pick, you get all these draft picks. But at the same time, once you bring in Urban Meyer, it's all of a sudden maybe not the most attractive GM spot because it's obvious Urban Meyer is kind of running the show. So I don't know if a guy like Rick Smith would want to come in here and GM. I don't know if something like that would really, if a real hot name coordinator or really hot name GM would want to come in here really off his first stint. Obviously, this is Trent Baalke's second stint. Got some good things, got some bad things. I mean, anytime you're going to get a GM or a head coach on their second turn, there's going to be a lot of negative things about him because obviously a lot of fans are going to be salty about the way things happen. It seemed like Trent Baalke just had too much control over there for the 49ers. I mean, he was firing coaches left and right. He went from Jim Harbaugh over to the Jim Tom Sula for a year, then Chip Kelly for a year. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I kind of agree with David. He says Baalke is just a bridge guy. Yeah, it seems like that's the case. It almost seems like Urban Meyer is going to take a year to kind of figure it out, and then maybe he goes out there and I don't know because at the same time, I think we will definitely have a GM because you know what I mean. Because a GM, they do more than just draft guys and sign free agents. You know what I mean? During the course of the season, they're going to be the guys that switch up the practice squad. They're going to be guys that a guy gets injured, they're going to poach a guy from the Saints practice squad to come in and play linebacker on special teams. You know what I mean? It's a lot of different things happening. So, I mean, obviously with the GM, we'll see what Baalke does, but I imagine Urban Meyer is heavily involved with that. And honestly, if we had hired Trent Baalke first, I would have been like, dude, what the hell? Trent Baalke, really? But now that we have Urban in the fold, it makes me accepting of it. It doesn't make me super pissed off about bringing in Trent Baalke because Urban Meyer, that's the big fish, man. Urban Meyer, I mean, the more I sit here, the more I just love the Urban Meyer hire because, man, I listen to a lot of I've been listening to NFL Sirius XM radio. And a lot of people say they're like, look, there's been people that have dealt with Urban Meyer directly, been around him. And they basically said that, look, at the college level, he was basically running a professional show. You know what I mean? He was running his college teams like an NFL team, like a pro team, just the way he handled his business, the way he handled meetings and everything. And a lot of times these guys, a lot of these guys like the pro level because it's just football. You know what I mean? It's just football. You don't have to deal with kids. You don't have to deal with making sure their grades are up. You don't have to make sure they're progressing as young men. You know what I mean? They just come in here and sure there's gonna be some immature players that you probably had to deal with, but the majority of people are in there. They know what's at stake. They know that they're fighting for contracts. They're fighting for their jobs. It's a lot different And then when you're at Ohio State and you bring in these 5-star prospects, and these guys have been like, the whole entire high school career, they're touted as the best. They had to barely put in any work. They come in there on the first day of weightlifting and they can put up all these numbers that other guys, scrawny ass dudes like me would have to sit there and work their asses off to do. You know what I mean? It's just different. And, it's just amazing. Matt says, I've been listening to 1010 Excel here in Jacksonville, and everyone who is asked Urban has the same answer. The guy wins everywhere he goes. I mean, yeah, that's the thing, man. That's the thing. The Jaguars hired a head coach that has literally never failed. Urban Meyer has never failed at any level. He was great at Bowling Green, great at Utah, great at Florida, great at Ohio State. You know what I mean? He's incredible. And man, I can't wait to see what he does with Trevor Lawrence. It's going to be absolutely awesome. But next up, I do want to address really the coordinator hires. It hasn't been made official, but it's looking like Darrell Bevell will be the offensive coordinator and Joe Cullen will be the defensive coordinator. Now, Bevell, let's pull up Bevell's profile. I kind of saw this news kind of today. The best source, I don't care what anybody says, best source has to be Wikipedia for this type of stuff. I love Wikipedia. If you guys don't like Wikipedia, then yeah. What the hell? All right, there we go. All right, I'm gonna switch this over here, read off my laptop. So Bevell's coaching history. He's been with the Green Bay Packers, Minnesota Vikings, Seahawks, Lions, Jacksonville Jaguars. Assistant quarterback coach, offense coordinator. So he's been literally an offensive coordinator in this league since 2006. That's a hell of a lot of experience. Hey, welcome Devin to the UCF Jaguar family. He has just joined the Cub level. Welcome, Devin. Drop your Duval emojis down below. I always love seeing them. And let's get back into Darrell Bevell. So he's been an offense coordinator since 2006. So he started off with the Minnesota Vikings, then Seattle Seahawks, then Detroit Lions. Then after Matt Patricia was fired this year, he became the interim head coach over there. So that's interesting. So he does have, I guess, a little bit of head coaching experience. So I do like this one. He is one of his best known. Yeah, Gamer Drew is going to let us know. He was the guy that made the infamous call about the what's it called, the pass. They didn't run with Marshawn Lynch. They passed it to, I forget who, and then Malcolm Butler intercepted it and sealed the game. Just run Marshawn Lynch, man. But yeah, that's one of the things he's best known for. But he's a Super Bowl champion. He's got a pretty good history. He was with the Seahawks from 2011 to 2017. So overall, I don't mind this hire. I like him. Obviously, with coordinators, there's always going to be a little bit of baggage. There we go. Yeah. Now Devin's throwing the Duval emojis. Love it. Yeah, then Jaguars Ken Knowledge says Urban knows the process. That's true. We all love Urban. I'm very excited about that. But yeah, we get a guy. I like this hiring because we need to get guys with NFL experience. He's got a whole lot of NFL experience. So hopefully he can do some work. 1-4 as the head coach. So we'll see. We'll answer Gustin's question. Do you think they should look and bring in Mark Brunell for QB coach, or try to see a Peyton Manning for QB coach, since Trevor Lawrence has a relationship with the Mannings already? I don't know. Like Peyton Manning, it seems like he'd have a lot more opportunity than to be a quarterback's coach. I think Peyton Manning, once he gets back into the NFL, I mean, right now he's doing commercials for everybody. Once he gets back into the NFL, like I think he's going to probably be an executive somewhere, like work in a front office, maybe be like kind of like a John Elway. Maybe he goes for GM. I don't know. I just see him trying to be like a VP somewhere. That's kind of him. Mark Brunell for QB coach. I wouldn't mind that. I know a lot of people like to bring up the whole former player thing, but I think he's a head coach at Episcopal. I don't know if he'd want an NFL job. I would think if he wants an NFL job, maybe he'd, try to already enter the whole process, but he hasn't done that just yet. So who knows? I mean, if they get him, I wouldn't be mad, but I'd imagine they probably try to bring in like a real quarterback coach, since Mark Brunell hasn't really been a quarterback's coach. And I want someone that's seasoned at the job. So next up, we'll talk about, let's pull up Joe Cullen. Joe Cullen. And thanks, guys, for being here, man. Definitely drop a like on the stream if you guys can, man. I'd love it. Helps my streams reach a lot more people. So that's always good. Want to get more people. We're already at 93 likes. Let's see if we can get to 200. We got 300 in here. Let's see if we can get to 200. And also follow me on Twitter and Instagram at UCF_Jaguar. Also, guys, down below, I got my Flick chat. It's really cool. Every weekend they're giving out like thousands of dollars. Like if you hit the jackpot, like literally free money. Go join my Flick below. It's freaking awesome. Not only are they doing giveaways, it's also just an awesome community. We go over there. We talk about Jaguars all the time. It's we pretty much, when this channel is not live, we go over there. No, I am not in Jacksonville. I'm in Orlando. B New says, Jaguars, thank you for the $5 donation. I was going to answer your comment up here, and then you threw in the $5 holla. He says, Jaguars to interview Marcus Brady for offensive coordinator. I think we already, it sounds like we're already going to hire. Let's see what Marcus Brady. Hold on. I need Colts to promote. Oh, okay. So 2 hours ago, it says Colts to promote Marcus Brady to offensive coordinator after Eagles hired Sirianni. So it looks like he's going to stay with the Colts. I think he was a quarterbacks coach over there. So looks like he's going to be offensive coordinator. We got our guy, Daryl Bevel, it looks like. So, but yeah, thank you for the donation, my man. Juniors Express, UCF, would you rather get a big name wide receiver in free agency or draft one? Honestly, we'll probably get one in free agency, but man, like I always like drafting one. There's so many good wide receivers that go every year, but dude, there's so many freaking wide receivers in free agency. We should probably be able to get one pretty cheap, I would think. All right, so we were going to pull up Joe. And one thing I remember about Joe Cullen, because I mentioned Joe Cullen in my video, in my coaching update video, Daryl Bevel came out of nowhere. He really came out of nowhere. All right, so Joe Cullen. Yeah, one thing about him, he's been ever since 2001, he's been a defensive line coach. Actually, no, 2004 defense coordinator for Indiana. And then after that, Illinois, defensive assistant, Detroit Lions, D-line coach, Idaho State, D-line coach, Jaguars, D-line coach, Cleveland Browns, D-line coach, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, D-line coach, Baltimore Ravens, D-line coach, Jacksonville Jaguars, defensive coordinator. So, I would rather, I get more excited if I look at a resume and see defensive backs coach, defensive line coach, defensive assistant, D-line coach, linebackers coach, one that's a little more kind of all over someone that's coached all positions, but looks like he's going to get his first crack at defensive coordinator in the NFL. So I remember I was listening to Jaguars United stream, and it brings up, this is kind of a funny situation. What's called Cullen, this is just personal life on Wikipedia. Joe Cullen was fired shortly after his hire at the University of Mississippi after being charged with drunken disorderly conduct after passing out in a local subway. So this dude was literally drunk inside of a subway and he passed out on a table. And I guess they fired him because of that. And then in 2006, Cullen was arrested for driving under the influence as a defensive line coach of the Detroit Lions. Another incident also during the 2006 preseason. He was arrested after he drove through a Wendy's drive-thru naked. He drove through a Wendy's drive-thru completely naked. I don't know if I should be impressed, if I should laugh, or if I should be concerned. It says he was fined $20,000 and suspended for 1 game by the NFL for conduct detrimental to the league and sentenced to a judge of 10 days of community service to attend AA meetings. Oh, interesting. So he was suspended 1 game. So he literally came back and still coached after. I don't know how you can show up Like if you were to go to work and everybody at work were to have known that you like just drove through the Wendy's drive-through naked yesterday, he's going to come back through the room. Dude, he had to have gotten clowned so hard. That's pretty funny. But outside of that, he's a new D-line coach. Welcome to Duval, my man. Fishy says, would you give your first pick for Watson? I would not. I made a video about that if you guys want me to go into it more. But, man, we finally got our opportunity to get a guy to get our quarterback. Let's do it. Devin says, do you think that we will get Alex Smith to help out Trevor Lawrence? I mean, we could. That's a great possibility. I don't know if he's going to get the opportunity to place or to start somewhere, but I mean, we definitely need a veteran backup. Man, I think he'd be the perfect guy to do it. Shout out to Antonio for the $5 donation. Only coach they should keep is McCardell. Yeah, I know McCardell is a very, very popular name. Obviously, former Jaguars legend, top 4 wide receiver for the Jaguars. And yeah, that would be very exciting if we were to keep McCardell. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't. They might want, because honestly, sometimes because I remember back we had what was that guy's name? He was an old dude. We had like an old wide receivers coach, Gary Sullivan, I think his name was. He was a great wide receivers coach, but after a few years, you got to kind of shake it up and bring in somebody else just to get a new ear, get a new guy to kind of teach these wide receivers. You know what I mean? You never know if they maximize themselves with McCardell, but I hope they keep McCardell. I will say that. I definitely agree with you on that one, Antonio. Yeah, Kenny says, no, he wouldn't. Rico. I don't know who he's referring to. Oh, if we bring in a veteran, Trevor would sit behind. No, I don't see Trevor Lawrence sitting behind anybody. Once we bring in Justin Lawrence or Trevor Lawrence, Justin Lawrence, that's not a good look. Yeah, Trevor Lawrence, I believe, similar to former number 1 overall pick Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray started day 1. Number 1 overall pick in a 2019 draft. Joe Burrow started week 1. And you know what I mean? This guy, Trevor Lawrence, is more pro ready than either of them. So I would think that he starts very first week. Sarah says, coming from a Colts fan, love the Jags OC hiring. All right. Yeah. Bevel. He doesn't have really any link to the Colts, but I'm glad you like it. Matt says, who's the guy the Jags hired who tackles on the field streakers? I like him. Who's the guy the Jags hired? Oh, that guy, Joe Schlegel, I think his name is. Very, very, very weird last name, but yeah, man, he I'm sure everyone's seen the video, but man, he straight up decked this guy that ran on the field. This Ohio State student that was probably hammered, ran out on the field. But yeah, man, thanks for the donation. Yeah, that was pretty hilarious. I really enjoyed that. Untalented says, always got to change it up. That way no one gets comfortable in routine. Yeah, that's the thing. That's why if I hear McCardell isn't a wide receivers coach, I won't be too mad about it. But I think he's only been a coach for 2 years, so I would definitely like, to kind of keep him for a little bit longer. Yeah, Phillips says, oh, man, it was awesome. David Bryan in the building. What's up, bro? Yeah, Strength Coast. CC Boy, next year Josh Allen is going to look like Aaron Donald. I hope so, man. Got to get some more D linemen in here. Hopefully, I'm hoping that we get Melvin Ingram. I think that'd be a good signing. We'll see. Joseph said, UCF, are we getting Kenny Galladay since he would be under Bevel in Detroit? There's a very good possibility, but maybe Bevel says, look, Kenny Galladay was freaking hurt all year last year, and he was doing stupid shit while he was hurt. So I don't know. I don't want to bring in an injury-ridden wide receiver, that's for sure. Sam said, David Mulligetta is Justin Fields' agent, meaning he'll demand a trade from whatever team he'll be on in about 3 years. Yeah, that's true. David is the same agent that Jalen Ramsey and Deshaun Watson had. Very good agent, definitely top of the line agent. But yeah, he's that's true. We'll see what Justin Fields does. Hopefully that's not the case. But man, that's outstanding. Hopefully. I said this earlier, man. There's a very good chance that, the Colts, Jaguars, and Texans opening day starting quarterback is not currently on their roster. Shout out to Tony P for the $2 donation. How high are you on Kyle Pitts? I think Kyle Pitts is great. I don't think the Jaguars will be able to draft him, though. I know a lot of Jags fans want him with good reason, but man, he's in the top 10 of every mock draft. sometimes as high as the top 5. And man, we're at pick number 26. I just don't see it, man. I don't see us, and I don't think it's worth it. I don't want to trade all the way to the top 5 to get Kyle Pitts. You know what I mean? I would do it for a quarterback. If we were in that situation where all we had was a 26 pick and we needed somebody, like if we were the Colts, for example, the Colts might want to try to sneak into the top 10, but they're gonna have to give up a lot. But you know what I mean? Rican, though, we had the 26th pick, I believe, don't we? I think we had the 26th pick. Let me see. All right, let's see. 2021 NFL draft order. 25. We're 25. So we're both wrong. Pick number 25. I was closer. I win. Davis's 24th pick, guys. According to tankathon.com, which is what I've been using like all year for my to track where the Jaguars are. But the big thing about this, Jaguars #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence, baby. Damn, 15-game losing streak. What do you guys think was the second biggest losing streak to end the season? What do you guys think? Jaguars lost 15. What do you think was the next highest amount of total losses in a row? What number? Captain says, love that video. Yeah, it was a good one. It was a good one. 8. Oh, close. It's actually 5. 5 losses in a row. Houston finished off with 5 losses in a row. Atlanta finished off with 5 losses in a row. And then Detroit with 4 losses in a row. So you guys were close. 18. Your O-line has to improve a little, and that defense does too. Drafting Trevor will help your record better, but you need to do a lot in the draft. Yeah. I mean, my response to that is no shit, because I remember just the whole entire offseason is like, dude, we're getting Trevor Lawrence. And everyone's like, well, you got to fix that. It's like, yeah, we have like the most cap space in the NFL. We have, not only do we have the #1 pick, we have the number 20, number 25 pick. We have 2 second-round picks, 3rd-round pick, 2 4th-round picks. Look, it's not like we're only getting Trevor Lawrence in here. We're getting a lot more than just Trevor Lawrence. Yeah, I agree. I agree with Philip 100%. Trenches. You know what I mean? I'm getting like with the first-round pick, I kind of want to go toward a big guy, man, because we need some big guys. eFox says, 0-16 is my fantasy name. Yes, I'm a Lions fan. Since you're a Lions fan, man, you got to tell us about Darrell Bevel. What are we getting in him, man? What are we getting in him? Paul says, AR-15 back to the Jags, yes or no? Well, if the Jaguars want to get Allen Robinson, they're going to have their opportunity to, because Allen Robinson will chase the bag. You know, like the perfect place for him to go is the New York Jets. It's so perfect for him to go from the Jaguars with Blake Bortles to the Bears with Mitch Trubisky, and then to the Jets with Sam Darnold. He's going to finish off his bad quarterback to bad franchise trajectory, and it'd be great. Detroit Lions with Micro Mike says, Bevel, great OC, Lions YouTuber. Dude, I think I was literally just watching your video. No, I was listening to Motor City Sports Talk and Dose of Dion 2.0. So I'll check out your channel, man. So I don't know if you made a video about it, but yeah, I'll check it out. Jake says, I just bet my buddy 500 that the Jags will do better than the Niners. Oof, that's a tough one, man, because we don't know what we're going to be next year. Hey, what's up? Cameron? Welcome, Cameron, to the building. Plus like 100 million in cap space. Jags about to pop up. And yeah, that's another thing, man. I'm glad you told me about that, because the whole, like last year, I was going through the season and saying, look, I feel like the Jaguars will spend some money, but not a whole lot of money in next year's free agency, or this year's free agency. And then the next year, they're going to spend a lot. But now with Urban Meyer, I have a feeling Urban Meyer is going to want to go complete balls to the walls. I think he is going to want to put the best team possible that he can in 2020. So I could very well see us going out there and going out there and getting like all these different guys. So we'll see, man. We'll see what he does. But I have a feeling Urban Meyer is not going to be patient. I don't think he's going to trust the process. I think he wants to be Super Bowl contending like right next year. Yeah, Cameron, I tend to agree. A-Rod might request too much money. Yeah, I would probably want to invest money elsewhere. I wouldn't be mad with Robinson, but I'd probably look to kind of put some money in different ways. Cody says, I think Meyer will spend wisely. He won't take just anybody. Well, yeah, I know that, but I just mean like, man, he might just try to really spend a bunch of money all over the place. But we'll see, man. Julian says, I am on a list of free agents. Who do you think would have a chance to get one of the star OLBs, or do they resign? As you said, most cap space. Yeah, I imagine we're going to fortify the trenches, man. I want to spend a lot of money on the D line. I want to get 2 great D linemen. I want to get Trent Williams at the left tackle spot, man. Go out there and get the best guy. I know he's a little bit older, but Robinson's going to cost a little bit of money to get back. Why don't we pay a little bit more of a premium and be able to get the best left tackle in there to protect Trevor Lawrence? That's what I want, man. He's been holding out for money for so long. He'll go where the money goes, man. He'll go to the no state income tax in Florida. I guarantee you that. Chris Godwin. I don't really want Chris Godwin. Let me look this up. I need an assistant in the worst way, guys. Need an assistant in the worst way. Burrito, Lions fan, says Bevel is my most favorite OC in the league. He will make a great, accurate QB. He will make your QB take tons of shots. Lions fan on YouTube. Yeah, man, that's I did see that. After Patricia got fired, he went out there and kind of did a lot more and really started testing him to throw deep a lot more. So, as a fan, we all like to go deep. And shout out to Playoff No Fear with a $2 donation. He says, Odell Beckham and free agency. Your thoughts? I don't think he's a free agent, is he? I'm pulling up the free agents now. I wouldn't want to go after him just because I don't know. He's not that good, man. He's not that good anymore. He had a couple good years, but what has he done lately? All right, so free agent wide receivers. I'll give you guys a list. AJ Green, Al Robinson, T.Y. Hilton, Larry Fitzgerald, Sammy Watkins, Marvin Jones, Brashad Perriman, Corey Davis, Willie Snead, Cordell Patterson, Danny Amendola, John Ross, Keelan Cole, Will Fuller. So the guys I like from this list. Obviously, Al Robinson is the best, but let's think money too. I like Corey Davis. I wouldn't mind him. Kind of did a lot better last year. 984 receiving yards last year. It's pretty good. Honestly, man, I'd rather just go and sign and draft like Kadarius Toney. I do like Will Fuller. I like that on the list. Although his history kind of sketches me out, man. History sketches me out. Yeah, I don't know, Julian. I don't know if you're gonna keep Allen. Jags fans thought they'd keep Allen, but he's gonna chase the bag. You got to give him the bag, that's for sure. But of this list, I like Corey Davis. For the money, I probably like Corey Davis the most. But I'd go out there and draft the guy. Maybe Kadarius Toney. I got to do some more work on the receivers coming out. But man, every year in a second round, you're getting great receivers. So, I would like to go out there and probably just draft a guy. Toney showed he could do a lot of different things. Davis would be good too. Yeah, Toney is a kind of receiver because that's one thing about Al Robinson. Al Robinson is so similar to like DJ Chark, where we kind of have a receiver similar to him, especially if we do wind up extending Al Robinson or extending DJ Chark. Then you kind of have two of the same wide receivers. I'd like to, because Laviska Shenault is way different from DJ Chark. Kadarius Toney is way different from DJ Chark. You know what I mean? It's, I that's probably what I would like. Ross is like a Tavon Austin 2.0, former St. Louis Rams fan to share the last name, John Ross. Yeah, I agree with you. They're both very hyped up with the combine and the 40 times, but didn't really show a whole lot. Randy says Hunter free agency security blanket. Yeah, I do like that one. I will agree with you on that. Because we haven't had a tight end in so long. If we ever have had one. I mean, when have we ever? I mean, Mercedes Lewis was good. He wasn't great. Kyle Brady was good, not great. Let's look into this. So 2021 free agents at tight end. Hunter Henry. Hold on. Let's get this out of here. I got all these pop-ups. All right. Hunter Henry, Rob Gronkowski, Jared Cook, Greg Olsen, Vance Joseph, Tyler Kroft, Tyler Eifert. Very ugly list outside of Hunter Henry. I imagine Rob Gronkowski keeps playing for the Bucs. Jared Cook, 34 years old, a little bit too old for me. I mean, Jared Cook, he's 3 years older than Tyler Eifert. I don't know. It's Hunter Henry or bust from this list. And I think that the Jaguars have a good chance of getting, I would rather allocate more of the money toward like Hunter Henry, Trent Williams, those guys, and get some defensive linemen. Let's see what's on the defensive line coming up. I'm on Spock Track right now. This is a lot of fun. I haven't done this just yet. So D-line, let's go here. Leonard Williams, the top guy. I want to get Leonard Williams. That's the guy I would give the bag to. Jadeveon Clowney, Justin Houston, Yannick Ngakoue, Ryan Kerrigan, very underrated player, 33 years old. Quietly has been very, very good for, for the Washington football team. Ndamukong Suh, Trent Murphy, Solomon Thomas is coming out. That's interesting. Daquan Jones, Avery Jones is a free agent. Old man Avery. Where is I throw the bag at Leonard Williams for sure. Because we need defensive linemen in the worst way. I probably signed 2 of these guys. I thought Everson Griffin, Bruce Irvin. Man, some of these guys I haven't heard of in so long. Tyson Alualu, bring back old memories. So yeah, those are some of the guys. Adam Gottstis, Deion Jordan. That's a throwback. So yeah, there's some guys out there. I'll be interested. Top free agents for us: Garbrandt, Scherf, and tackle. Yeah, I don't mind keeping the Jaguars interior the same. It wasn't too bad. The interior was a strength. It was the tackles that weren't good. Obviously, we need Jawan Taylor to improve, but Cam Robinson, we'll upgrade for that spot. And also, man, having an accurate quarterback out there, that helps out a lot because, man, Gardner Minshew was getting blitzed, and we also had the run game in there. That was our only thing, man. Our run game was the only thing, and get a good quarterback, and they can't go out there and do as much as they can. Jacob says Jacksonville needs a safety. We do need a safety, but I don't know if I'm spending money there, man. Like on a defense, I'm only spending money on a defensive line. You know what I mean? I want to, my goal for this offseason, make sure the offense is set and ready for our guy, Trevor Lawrence, to succeed. You know what I mean? If we're not elite at safety, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. If our cornerbacks are hurting a little bit, we'll see. But man, I'm going to draft. I'm going to draft my defensive backs. I'm going to draft more defense, and I mean we got a lot to do, man. It'll be good. Charlie Boy, the $1 million question: what should we do with Minshew? Me personally, I'm not the biggest Minshew fan. Hate to say it, but I'm looking to get rid of him. I would probably get rid of Minshew. I mean, that's just me. I know it's unpopular opinion, but I don't think Minshew's that good, man. And he'll be a good backup on another team. It's just a weird situation where you were once the guy, and all of a sudden you're not the guy. You know what I mean? So that's my thoughts on that, man. Like you probably got to bring in someone else. Let's see. Go back here. But hey, thanks everyone for being in here, man. We got 337 people in here, man. That's crazy. Definitely drop a like if you guys can. Let's see if we've hit. My goal is to hit 200 likes today. Let's see if we got it. We are at 153, so we're 47 away. And also, thanks, guys, for being here, man. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at UCF_Jaguar. We're going to make this the dopest offseason that we've ever seen, man. In case you guys haven't noticed, a lot of you guys talk about my hat game. This hat right here, look at that. Jalen Ramsey hat 2.0. Let's see if that's, 2.0. I don't like the 2.0, but I definitely like the hat, I got to say. Definitely like the hat. Weagle, what's up, man? Says, shoe work she'll work as a backup to me. He knows he's second string. But does he, though? Does he? He reminds me of the dude on Longest Yard, the little Latino dude that thinks he's the shit, but's not. That's like, man, I'm never going to play. Come on, coach, why don't you let me play? I can play quarterback. Kind of reminds me of that in a way. I don't know why. Because like this year, he was like apparently like really bugging Doug Marrone. Hey, man, can I play? Like, I really want to get like. There was a story came out that he was begging Doug Marrone to let him play, which is kind of funny. Washington State Jags fan in the building. What's up, man? There's that dope hat. Yeah, I know you like this one. Jalen Ramsey collection. I don't know if they're maybe this is maybe I got to stop wearing this one. Maybe it's starting to get valuable. Maybe it's a collector's edition. Yeah, I'm not much of a collector. I'll say that. So I'll just let my stuff go to shit. Who cares? David says, Ramsey being a crybaby complainer after the Rams lost. I know, man. Nothing more satisfying than seeing Devontae Adams completely own him. That's for sure. But hey, man, he's a great player. But I never bought into the crybabiness of him, man. It always drove me nuts. I never really liked that. EFOG, bring that Rams defense over to the Lions. Interesting. Stephon Diggs, burn Ramsey. Did they play? Yeah, they did. Did they play this year? Yeah, AFC East played the NFC West because, yeah. UCF, what are your thoughts on us possibly taking Randall Moore from Purdue? Randall Moore, I don't know much about him. Randall, football wide receiver. So let's see him. Do they have NFL draft profiles yet? No, not yet. I love when NFL draft has those profiles. So 5'9", 180 pounds. So he seems like he's probably a speed demon. Purdue, number 4. So yeah, I mean, he seems like he fits the build of what we might be looking for. So we'll see. My condolences about Trent Baalke. Yeah, man, it's I know 49ers are clowning us for it, but luckily Urban is running the show. That's the thing. If we were to have hired Baalke before Urban, then we would have been like, what the hell? But Baalke is just the yes man. Baalke is the yes man for Urban. Phil says, when are you doing a UCF mock draft 1.0? I'll try to do one soon. Right now, I'm just trying to keep up, with all the news, man. Like, we just had the GM get, like, literally just 1 week ago, Urban Meyer got announced as head coach. Like, since then, obviously Trent Baalke GM. We got 2 new coordinators today. We're going to start building out the coaching staff. Senior Bowl's on Saturday. There's a lot of stuff going on. I don't know when I'm going to do my first mock draft. I imagine once things slow down, maybe I'll do one. But, then I got to get into free agency, man. We got a lot of stuff to do, man. We definitely got a lot of stuff to do. Cash says, UCF, you into getting Trent Williams and Corey Linsley? I definitely want Trent Williams. That's for sure. Definitely want Trent Williams. I saw my guy, Johnny Jaguar, in the chat. Look at that. He's got his First Coast News preview as his thing. Duval, would you trade some of the draft picks to move up? Yeah, why not? We'll see if the price is right. You know what I mean? If the price is right. Former Dallas Cowboy QB joins UCF football staff. Danny White. Interesting. Haven't seen that one. Give Lawrence a great line. I agree with you, man. The goal of this offseason, make the offense great. Do whatever you can. I don't want any weaknesses on the offense. You know what I mean? Make that perfect for Trevor Lawrence. Then on the defense, fortify the defensive line. You know what I mean? We might not be able to get the perfect safety or cornerbacks, but man, let's just make sure that we're killing them. You know what I mean? What if the new DC makes Judon want to come to the Jags? Judon. Yeah, he's a defensive line, like the outside linebacker, right? Oh, that's why I didn't see. Okay, let's see. Because I was looking on defensive line, I couldn't find some of the guys I was looking for. They're probably listed as outside linebackers on Spot Track. Let's go here. Yeah, Matt Judon. There we go. Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, he's there's my Melvin Ingram. There we go. Yeah, Matt Judon, Melvin Ingram would be happy with these two. These are 2 of the top 3 guys on here. Ooh, Leonard Floyd's coming out too. Levante David, Olivier Vernon, KJ Wright. Yeah, there's some good outside linebackers on this list. We might be able to get some good value over here. The second first round pick and 1 second round pick for Pitts. It might take more. It's going to take more than that to move up, unfortunately, especially if he's getting drafted in the top 10. Charlie says, I'm definitely think we should target a speedster running back and another stud wide receiver. I agree. We definitely we need that third down running back. Just a different someone to complement, not to replace, but to complement our guy James Robinson. B News says Jaguars second pick in the first round, Alabama defensive tackle Christian Barmore. That's a good pick. I like that one, man. I like that one. David says, my opinion, D.D. Westbrook got to stay healthier. He's gone. Well, he's a free agent now. I imagine he's gone. I don't know if the Jaguars. I don't know if he stays on the Jaguars, man. Especially with the ACL he's dealing with. Where's the new stadium going? Orlando? I don't think so. It's funny. A lot of people they'll say to me, they're like, "Oh wow, I heard the Jaguars are moving and they might consider Orlando. That'll probably make you really happy." Man, I don't want the Jaguars in Orlando. You kidding me? Keep them in Jacksonville. ETN, yeah, ETN. I don't know. I don't know if I draft him in the first round. Like I said, I want to get a big guy. I want to get a big guy with that first round or that second first round pick. You're right, Jay. Trent doesn't sign free agents. Urban does. Yeah, but he's never had the same money that he's had. Never had the same money that he had with the Jaguars. Matt says, "Do we need a safety?" Yeah, we need one, but I'm okay with letting that one slide. I'll be honest with you. We need to switch Daryl Bevel. What are they thinking? I'm not too upset about it. Bring Corey Grant back. Yeah, Corey Grant is long gone, unfortunately. He had a career-ending injury right in front of my eyes at Kansas City Chiefs. Since that injury, he got invited to the Green Bay Packers training camp for 3 days and got cut. That was that was a career ender for him, unfortunately. I don't like Barmore. Only I saw productive in the playoffs. Had games where he literally didn't impact at all. Yeah, it's a risk, man. Definitely a risk. You got to look into. I mean, they said similar things about Derek Brown. I wonder how I didn't hear anything about Derek Brown this year. Derek Brown news. Oh, he's on all rookie team. Yeah, I guess when he's over there, yeah, because Jeremy Chin had a good year. I guess when he's over there with Panthers, we don't hear much about him. At least Jets podcaster Shotgun Beer on air. I've never seen any of the Jets YouTubers that I follow do anything like that. Co says, what do you think about Marcus Williams to the Jags? No, I'm not. I don't want to pay a safety. That's just my opinion. But guys, even live for 53 minutes. I'll do this for 1 hour and I'm gonna sign off. Thanks guys all so much for being here and following me. We're on a 4-year anniversary of the channel, man. It's great, man. It's great. DT take up blocks, freeze your defensive end line. Yeah, that's very true, man. And we have nothing on a defensive liner, especially on the interior. Devon Hamilton, that's about it. I imagine Taven Bryan is going to be cut. We got a lot to work on there. New staff plus Trevor Lawrence plus youth plus draft capital plus hella cap space equals sustainable future success. I agree with you, man. A lot of things pointing up. Work starts now. I'm excited to really wrap up this coaching staff so we can kind of move on, see what we got, and then I want to see Urban Meyer talk a little bit. I want to see Urban Meyer. I can't wait for him to talk about the personnel. That's what I'm really excited about. Johnny Smith for tight end. Yeah, that wouldn't be too bad. I saw a question. Call-in show, please. Yeah, I'll do another call-in show next week. I just want to take this time to kind of just do me and you guys, answer some rapid fire questions. Just thank you guys for really just all the donations last week. It really helped me kind of put money back into the channel and do things to really make this channel great, man. It's awesome. Looking forward to the off season with you, buddy. I'm out. Thanks for what you do, man. Of course, man. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it, man. Yeah, thanks everyone for being here, man. 310 people. That's a lot. I love it. 5 picks in the top 65. Trevor Lawrence and all trench players. Grab a speedster in the later rounds. I wouldn't say all trench players, but I mean, I would definitely want probably at least 2 or 3. At least 2, no less than 2. But 3 I wouldn't be mad about. Just build our trenches, man. That's where you win and lose in the NFL, to be honest with you. Which stadium has the best corn/hot dogs? I cannot answer that. I don't think I've ever had a corn dog inside of a stadium. Weagle says, so what happened? Last season you were at 5K and this garbage year somehow double your subs. Way to go, brother. Yeah, I mean, I gained like in the last month, I gained like 600 or 700 subscribers, which is like a 6% subscriber increase. But hey, man, that's what happens when we get exciting, man. Because I was just like toward the end of the season, man, I was just pushing through. It's just like, oh, Mike Glennon's starting quarterback. Oh, wonderful. Oh God, I don't even want to rethink. And it was just bad because usually the Jaguars, they're like my top priority on Sunday. It's like the Jaguars are right here, right there. And then I have like red zone down here. But this year, man, I was just chilling back. I was literally all into the red zone. And Jaguars were like, Kareem Hunt just scored a 60-yard touchdown on us. Okay, cool. All right. Oh, let's go fantasy. You know what I mean? It was literally like that this year. And it's sad, but hopefully we jumped on the grenade in 2020 to get Trevor Lawrence. Hopefully we don't ever have to do that again. We need those 6'5", 300-pounders to guard Trevor. Hell yeah. Yeah, we don't need any Joe Burrow situation this year, that's for sure. Yeah, and David Neal says, I really hope Mitchell Ness brings back the black Jaguar jerseys. I agree with you 100%. I got my white Fred Taylor. I got my teal Mojo. I want to get a black Jimmy Smith. That's for sure. And guys, speaking of teal, man, this year the Jaguars are eligible to switch their home uniform, their primaries to teal, which would be great. I mean, I love black uniforms, but I like black uniforms under the right circumstance. I remember in the mid-2000s when we were primarily wearing teal and we'd have a Monday night game versus the Steelers and we're decked out in all black. That is sick. And I think it would be the same for the Jaguars, but you know what I mean? I would much rather wear our blacks on a night game. Like Thursday night, we black on black. That is sick. I love that combo. But man, when you're like, when it's week 14, you're wearing, the black on white combo against like the Detroit Lions. You know what I mean? It's I don't like it. Oh, B News says I got to 200 likes. Let's go. Let's see the official number that I got to. Let's see what the official number's at. 203. All right, so we hit it. Boom. Let's ride. But my favorite, a lot of people like the teal on teal. My favorite combo is the teal on white. I think the teal on white is just a great classic look. That's my favorite look, man. Teal on white. I like other combos. I like teal on black. I like black on teal. All that's cool, but teal on white's my favorite. Black uniforms would be great if we had dome stadium. Else it's too damn hot. Yeah, that's a weird thing. Like we're in Florida. You know what I mean? The Dolphins are wearing aqua. The Bucks are wearing red. We're wearing black. Like the black's not our identity, man. Teal is our identity. We're the only team that has teal. You know what I mean? We're the only team with teal colors. Let's rep it proud, man. That's our color. Teal on teal is clean. Yeah, the teal on teal was all right. I wasn't a huge fan, but it still looked cool. Andrew says, keep spreading the message on UCF, bro. I've been there since 95. Better days ahead for sure. We are moving up. I agree with you, man. I 100% agree with you. Throwback jersey with new coach and T-Law. We'll see, man. I know a lot of you guys saw that Trevor Lawrence in the throwback. That looked pretty sick, man. That looked pretty sick. But all right, guys, I'm probably about to cut it off here. Really appreciate you guys for coming in here, man. I just wanted to come in here, touch on really the hires of Darrell Bevell and Joe Cullen. I'll make a better video about it probably this weekend. Talk more about really what these guys bring to the table. But I did want to just come out here and do a quick live stream for you guys just to say what's up. Say I love you guys. You guys are my motivation. And thank you for the donations, not only just today, but also mainly just for last week, man. Like $600. That was amazing. Putting that right back into the channel. But yeah, man. Thanks everybody for being here. Go Jaguars. I'm out.